In Tokyo, Simon, of course, when we mention the Olympics, the first thing that comes to many people's minds is the 100-meter race, but there's plenty for everyone to follow. What can we expect to see this time round?
You're right, James. There's plenty to follow. And of course, there is also this passing of the baton somewhat of the generations. There won't be Usain Bolt at these Olympic Games. There won't be Michael Phelps. There won't be many iconic athletes like Mo Farah who have dominated the Games these past 12 years. That leaves the door open to others, some who have already written their name down in history, such as Simone Biles, the USA gymnast who is going to be looking to defend her all-round title and become the first athlete since 1968 to do that, to write their names further in history. Simone Biles in gymnastics, you've got Katie Ledecky in swimming, who's going to be looking to add to her 5 Olympic goals, 1 in London, 4 in Rio that she's already won. The USA, of course, have been one of the powerhouses of the Olympic Games in the past. Novak Djokovic in tennis. We forget a little bit about tennis during the Olympics, but Novak Djokovic is looking to become the first man in history to win the Golden Slam. That is, to win every single tennis Grand Slam and the Olympic gold. He's already got 3 Grand Slams out of 4 in the bag. He is the favourite to win here in Tokyo, with Rafael Nadal missing, with Roger Federer missing, with other top players missing. So Novak Djokovic, certainly one athlete to look out for. In terms of the French hopes, Teddy Riner, how can we look past the French giant who already has made history at the Olympics by winning 2 Olympic golds in judo, winning a 3rd here in the home of judo, the country where the sport made its name, would be unprecedented. So Teddy Riner would effectively write his name in the history of judo. Adam Peaty, English hopes, of course, swimming. He's been absolutely fantastic in the 100-meter breaststroke, in the 50-meter breaststroke. So it is certainly a playing field filled with stars, filled with records to be broken. And as I mentioned, the action is just around the corner and we can't wait for it to start.
Simon, there's one athlete who we haven't mentioned yet, that who could actually be the biggest attraction, catch the most headlines out of them all, isn't there?
And who has been catching many of the headlines leading into the competition. And we're talking about the transgender weightlifter Laurel Hubbard from New Zealand. Now, this is causing controversy because Laurel Hubbard was born a man but made the gender switch in 2012, becoming a woman, and the New Zealand Olympic Federation approved the switch. The International Olympic Committee also approved the switch, and so for the first time we are going to have a situation where someone who competed in men's categories as juniors will now compete in the women's over 87 kilograms of weightlifting. So it is certainly an athlete that many people are looking forward to see. The controversy, as you can imagine, in the build-up has been huge, with many female sports associations criticising the decision. Many former sports stars, such as Caitlyn Jenner or even Martina Navratilova, have criticised this decision because they're saying that it doesn't create a level playing field for women because of testosterone levels and other advantages that are genetically given to a man. And it also creates a paradox where we know that Caster Semenya in the 800 meters, female 800 meters, because of her testosterone natural levels, was almost forced to quit the sport, and now someone else is being given the opportunity to make that switch. So that is certainly one event and one person to look out for throughout these Olympic Games.